It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Another beer? Oh, there it is.
Cheers.
Guys.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the JT Show. I'm your host, JT. I don't know what episode it is, but I know it's June 2nd of 2020. June 2nd means it's the second day of June, and what happened in June? What did we just get overcut?
Miracle May.
Miracle May, everyone. And if you don't know what Miracle May is, it's our version of Sober October, which is a month that you are completely sober. They do it on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, all of his friends. So Cut decided to do it. I said I'd join in. What really was the factor that made you want to just sober up for a whole month?
I was just drinking a lot. Thought was putting down like a handle of Fireball whiskey every like 3 or 4 days, which isn't like the healthiest thing to do for one person.
Yeah.
So figured I'd give myself a little detox month, and you came along for the ride, so it definitely made it easier on me.
Yeah, a little detox. Do you find it hard to, with all the, economic impact and not a lot of things are open, do you find it more difficult to remain sober than if you could have done every activity that could have been open? Meaning if the bars would have been open, would have been easier or harder?
I think it would have been harder if the bars were open. It was definitely easier on me that like a bunch of places were closed down, just because like I didn't have, because I have a group of friends that kick with me at the bar, and I didn't get a bunch of texts from them all month being like, hey man, we're here, we're going to be here till like 2 or whatever. So I didn't have that I didn't have that factor involved in it. So I didn't really, the bars just completely out of my mind. So the only thing stopping me from drinking was like myself, and if I wanted to drink, I could just drive to the store and grab something, but it was just easier to not have the bar available,
Yeah. And there's things that you miss when you drink. What was like some of the things that you missed like during the month that you were like, what'd you like discover, and what'd you miss like that you didn't know that you missed so much?
I miss the bar atmosphere, to be completely honest. Like just being at the bar with a bunch of people that you don't really know, but you're being hella friendly with. That was definitely something that I missed throughout the month, but I would have missed out on that regardless.
Right.
Other than that, like the late night drunk munchies that you make, like, the brownie burritos and just the random shit that you concoct when you're fucked up, like,
yeah,
just that kind of stuff. And then like playing games drunk, obviously. And you know what I didn't miss though? I didn't miss the morning hangovers.
Yeah, no one misses a hangover.
Yeah. That was something that I could deal without.
For me, I missed that like real shitty day, real hard day, real hot day, real shit day where you're either all you want to do is go home and crack open a beer. It could be that your muscles hurt. It could be that you just got yelled at work. It just could be just a shitty day altogether, and you just go home and you have a nice frosty boy with the boys, and I think I missed that.
Beat that first cold beer after a long day of work.
Oh yeah, definitely. What was so a thing that we did too is we decided to track our calories using the what was it, MyFitness app?
MyFitnessPal.
MyFitnessPal. It's by Under Armour. It's on the App Store. Blah blah blah. You know how to get there. What are some of the eating habits that you really notice now that you just mentioned the munchies? When you're all fucked up. What are some things that you became more aware of after this whole sobriety month ended?
How much crap is in fast food, like how bad it is for you. Like 3 ounces of chicken is like the size of like your palm, and that's like a pretty good piece of chicken. Whereas like a Big Mac's got like, I don't know, even without the cheese, it's got like 900 calories in it, and that fucker's not that big. Like I feel like it's just as much meat and like a half a chicken breast as there is on a Big Mac. And I don't know, I found out you can get way more full off of healthy food than I thought. Like you don't need 3 spicy chickens to get full. Like you can just make 1 chicken sandwich at home, just be fine.
Yeah.
I definitely miss the spicy chickens though.
Oh, me too. We'll get to the subject of golf in a little bit, but I almost traveled to Lansing today for a golf travel bag. It's only $25. It's the travel cases. Found one on the marketplace. The guy, he works in Jackson, so he's gonna. Anyways, I was gonna go to Chick-fil-A today because I was gonna cheat today as my last cheat day. But after yesterday, I think I'm going right back to the way that I was eating. You can definitely smash.
I think so too.
Yeah, like fast food for me, it's like when you use a calorie tracker and you see like, oh, if I eat this one McDouble and small fry, that's one, not a lot of food, and two, that's already 600 calories. I'd rather eat 2 or 3 eggs, some strawberries or a fruit, and then a piece of bread toasted.
Yeah.
And I'm way more full off that, and that's way more better for me. The amount of fast food dropped 75% the whole month that I didn't. Because it goes, your morning hangover, you don't want to make food.
Yeah, you just order something quick on DoorDash or stop on your way to work somewhere, and it's not good for you. It's super eye-opening seeing the amount of calories that you're intaking off of just like one sandwich from McDonald's. Like seeing the calorie count on the app, it's crazy compared to like the other things you eat,
It's kind of cool too, because at the end of the day, like, they say that an average male, we're both 6'3", but they say the average male there, and it calculates with yours, but their average calorie intake is the United States-based 2,000 calorie diet, which is up for debate. But it puts mine about 2,300, 2,400, and it recommends that I eat 1,200. So sometimes I'd have a breakfast, a couple snacks, and dinner, and I'd still be sitting at under 1,200 calories for the day. So I was like, I'm just going to eat a small bag of chips that's baked, sour cream and onion, that's 100 and whatever, and that finally put me over 12.
Like 120.
And it finally put me over that 1,200 rack, so then it would tell me, hey, good job eating, dummy, or hey, that was way too much sodium for the day.
Oh yeah, I went over on the sodium almost every day. There's very few days that I was under the sodium intake, and I think I was sitting at it was 2,600 was my amount of sodium that I was supposed to be taking in. Some days I would double it, depending on what I ate.
What was
still ate, I wasn't eating super clean. I was still eating like tacos and stuff like that,
but you make them yourself.
Well, I wasn't eating terrible. Yeah, no, I'd be making them myself. I didn't eat out. I ate out maybe 7 times the whole month.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe a single handful.
Yeah, it was definitely probably 7, give or take 1 or 2. I don't remember exactly how many days.
When
there were a few days at work that I was eating out.
When I started taking out at work though, you can get I'm saying it's like a 10 to 12 ounce salad at least, and it's like they got like Santa Fe's, they've got Caesars, and so I would just be ordering these big ass salads and just crush those at work, and I'd be like, that's a lot of salad, and that was still under like 700 calories.
Salad's amazing. It's crazy how many calories you can fit in a salad. That's like you get a big bowl, like one of the big Pyrex bowls size of salads, and it'd still be under 700 calories.
Like I was gonna get like Wendy's or something terrible tonight, but I have a Caesar salad, and I'm gonna make a chicken snack wrap later. But I took yesterday off, cheated completely yesterday. Let's talk about June 1st. How was it waking up June 1st? What were some of the things that you're thinking about?
I woke up more energized than any day that I had woken up throughout the entire month. I was so excited to drink. I woke up at I think 7:30 is when my alarm went off. And
Cheers.
I woke up, I turned it off, and I immediately sat up in bed. Cheers. Immediately sat up in bed and was like, man, I can go make a margarita right now. And so I did. Made the margarita, and it was delicious. The first sip was I could hear angels chirping in the background. It was amazing.
I got out of work at 6 a.m. Haven't driven faster on the highway in a minute. When I finally got home, I cracked open that beer, and I was just finally. And I played some Call of Duty. I didn't play too hot, but I had a couple in the morning, and when I woke up from that mid-sleep first day of sleep nap, so you don't waste the whole day, I was like, oh man, I need some hydration right now because those 3 beers that I had in the morning just really knocked me on my ass.
Yeah, I had to take a midday nap on the first just to, because I had 3 margaritas, so I had 9 ounces of tequila in probably a 3-hour time span, and it just put me out. I was sleepy and laid down in bed, and that was the end of the story. I woke up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and just made another one, kept going.
Yeah, I had some things to take care of in the morning, but then when I started boozing, I at least hydrated myself before I went to sleep, so I wasn't too terrible off today.
Yeah.
What's speaking of food again? What's one food that you're like super surprised of how low the calories were, or like super good for you, or how much you could have of that? Like any like eye openers for food when you're trying to eat healthy and you're trying to eat a lot?
To be completely honest, it was the taco meat that I would make because obviously it's a lot of sodium. So that was the one thing that was holding me back from eating like an entire like 3 chicken breasts worth of it. But the taco meat itself, it only had, I think it was like 120 calories per 3 ounces of chicken, which that wasn't bad at all. Then I could have like 5 tacos and be totally fine.
Right.
Still be able to eat like a decent lunch and have like a snack in between. That was one thing that was super surprising to me. What about you?
I'm gonna say like the amount of chicken that you can have that you make yourself compared to the amount of chicken that you buy from like that's pre-made. Like you can buy the Tyson, like the Tyson air fried chicken. It's still not terrible for you, but the amount of chicken you can just make off of just like I even took a chicken breast and I would coat it myself with like healthier fried and put it in my air fryer, and I could eat like 2 or 3 of those patties that I made, and I'd be like, that's still like 3 of those patties are 1 McDonald's chicken patty.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And
yeah, it's definitely impressive how many calories they fit in those processed meats.
I'm disappointed in bratwurst because I love bratwurst in the morning. They have a lot of fat on them, so if you need a food with a lot of fat to burn the fat, that's good. But just the amount of fruit you can eat too. A medium banana is 70 calories. Strawberries are like, you can eat like 10 strawberries and that's like maybe 50 calories.
What were your grapes? You were putting down grapes like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the first 15 days, grapes were 2 calories or 3 calories depending on who you ask, but it was about 2 calories a grape, and I would be eating like 50 grapes at least, and that's 100 calories, and I'd be like, dude, like...
That's filling, dude.
Yeah, and then once
50 grapes, that's a lot of grapes.
Yeah, so basically the first half of the month, I ate healthy, and I didn't really work out. I put a new garden bed in front of my house, and my ass muscles, my hammies, and my quads, they were all tight, so...
Working them, huh?
Yeah, so once I stretched out in the middle of the month, I started running again. And I got the 30 miles this month, starting on the 12th.
Even half that.
And so, how many did you work out a lot during Miracle May, or was it mostly eating healthy and watching what you eat?
It started off as just eating healthy for me, and then about a week into it, found myself a lot of free time, so I wasn't boozing every night. So I was like, I'm just gonna go buy this Camel Pack ladder and just see how far I can run. And the first time I ran, I ended up passing an Air Force PT test without even noticing. Ran my 1.5 miles in just under 13 minutes. So,
right.
That was pretty cool. And then the most I ended up doing was 3.25 miles. And I did that, I think, 4 times throughout the whole month. But I'm not going to lie, I was dead at the end of those 3.25 miles. Completely dead. Didn't do it for time just because I know I'm slow when it comes to distance running. But I just did it for the calorie burning.
Yeah. Most roughly for me, like 3 miles is approximately 450 calories, and then 6 miles, depending on how fast or slow you run it, anywhere from 900 to 1100. So basically, with those days, I'd be like, oh, I can splurge, I can earn my I had ice cream once, but I ran 6 miles that day. So the ice cream was like, so and so calories, but I ran 1,000 off. So I even got to eat some like pizza pockets at the end of the day, like 6 of them. It was great.
Oh, man. Those are delicious.
Yeah, but I got, I usually kept my calories realistically between 12 and 1,800, with only a couple days hitting 2,000.
I don't think I hit 2,000 one time. My caloric goal for the days was 1,650, and I think I hit that maybe 4 times. I think I hit 17 once. But for the most part, I stayed around 12 to 15.
And then...
pretty good. I felt like I was pretty full at the end of the day. Like, if I wake up at 2 in the morning, I'd end up being a little hungry. But for the most part, I felt pretty fine,
And then since we basically ate healthier and we had our cheat meals planned out for the first. So I was gonna get either Taco Bell or some sort of tacos. I ended up getting I got not Chipotle, Qdoba, and then for dinner I had Oakland style pizza, not thin crust. So it was delicious. But unfortunately for Cut, he wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory and get the mac and cheese burger.
Oh, yeah, man.
So like his cheat day meal was kind of
I had it ordered for 2 weeks. Like I went in and I put in my order on DoorDash and I was like, this is when I want it delivered. And then the day of, I went in there to like pay for it, and they were like, oh, we're closed for the day. So I had to call them and there was no answer. And there's riots and other stuff going on at the mall where it's located at. So I ended up just getting I got a jalapeno bacon burger from Red Robin. And then instead of cheesecake, I got chocolate Reese's brownie ice cream from Cold Stone.
Jeez.
Just as good, if not better.
Sounds delicious. I could go for some ice cream today.
Amazing.
But unfortunately,
ice cream always sounds good.
Every day it sounds good.
Every day.
I love you know as much as everyone else. I love ice cream.
You can put down some ice cream.
I put down 3 pounds of ice cream in front of him in 17 minutes for funsies, just to get my picture, my ugly ass head, put on a wall. It was stupid, but it was really. It's
on
funny.
the wall too. It was impressive to watch. I was both disgusted and impressed.
He was like looking at me like, oh, he could probably do this, and then I was just like, I'm not even close.
I figured he could do it, but the speed that you put it down, it's just
love me that ice
incredible to
cream.
watch.
So how many rounds of golf you hit this year?
So I played my first 9 5 days ago, or whatever it was, and I shot a 45, and then I went back the next day and I played 18, and then I played another 18 the day after that, and I haven't been back since. Best round I played was the first day, and I shot a 45 on the front 9. The other days I shot a 95 and a 97, so I'm thinking that's about where my handicap's going to be at, but we'll see once I go out there and play 18 by myself, because that was the first day I didn't have anyone playing with me, and it was kind of nice just to go out there and think about all my shots and not have to worry about other people. But playing with randoms just kind of it's like an extra set of nerves.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. For me, it's kind of like playing pickup basketball with people you've never met before.
I'd rather play pickup basketball than golf.
I would too, just because it's easier to get into it, but it's the same thing for me. The first couple minutes of playing pickup basketball with random people, I just kind of like, I'm feeling them out, seeing how hard they want to go.
But I can pass it and get rid of the ball and watch them.
You kind of got to wait till like the back 9 before you actually get the feel of how they're going to go, and then you got to wait till like the first 4 holes to see maybe they're going to crack a beer, maybe they're against it, maybe they're going to smoke a cigarette while they're playing, maybe they're even going to smoke weed while they're playing. You just got to wait and test the waters the whole time, and I felt uneasy the whole time playing with them. So I don't think that's an accurate depiction of my skills, but
yeah, it's definitely.
Maybe I'll golf tomorrow and I'll figure it out.
So I golfed for the first time today. It's been summer in California, for a minute, but Michigan, with all the restrictions and all that other jazz, the golf courses have been open for a while. I've just been uber busy. But I got out today for the very first time, and I shot a 43. I'll tell you about my round. I opened up the first 3 holes. I opened up with a par, birdie, par. So I was
for better first 3 holes.
Right, and then a bonus today. I used the same golf ball and didn't lose it the entire day. I used a Nike.
I feel like you should take off 5 strokes right there.
I used a Nike Pro. I think it's a Nike Pro. Then it's like long distance. But what killed me was Lake Leon's golf course, hole number 6, 5, and 4. The hole 4 is a par 3, and then it goes to a par 5, and then it goes to a par 3. And I had a terrible par 3, the first one. I hit a 6 on a par 3.
Yikes, it sucks when you double those. I've gotten a couple of those the last few days.
And then the par 5, I had my drive, by the way. Like I said, I got to send you this 10-minute video, or it's a 5 or 10-minute video. the fucking tips for driving has just put another 10 yards on my drive. Like,
nice. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
it's like a wider stance. It's how you line the ball up with your feet. I've always started with the toe, but this actually tells you to open up your foot a little bit with the wider stance and line it up with your heel. It tells you how to position your front foot. So you line it up with your heel.
Yeah, I've always cocked my front foot out a little bit to account for my slice that I put on it.
Yeah, but I would always line it up with my front toe, but now you're taking your foot and you're angling it a little open, and you're lining that ball, just a hair where you line the ball up with your heel instead of your toe.
Gotcha. I normally line up my drives with my front armpit or my front shoulder. That's about where I put the ball.
And then he tells you how to take your shoulders and which one to lean backwards. And it's all about, for him, it's all about how your face of your driver is striking that ball.
Oh yeah, you want a clean hit.
And so
Step one.
my drive, hole number 2, it says it's 250. It might be a little shorter than that, but I drove over the hole again for that hole. I drove on the back of it rolled to the fringe and then just to the fairway. It was on the back of the green. Hole number 3, fantastic drive. Hole number 4, I used a 3 wood because it's shorter. Recovered on my 3rd shot. But the goddamn par 5, I hit a monster drive, topped the ball 3 times. So I hit the ball 1 time super far, and then hit the ball 3 times, maybe 55, 60 yards.
Man.
It's all about those downhill
That's
slopes. When you're leaning over the ball and you've got to
Oh yeah.
I hate
When your feet are higher than the ball, that messes with you completely.
I wish you could take your feet out of the game. What's one thing, you golf, what's one thing that you're surprised is doing better this year, and what's one thing that you wish that you could get better this year?
I have the same answer for both of those questions. My chipping. I'm a lot better from within 50 yards than I thought I was going to do this year. But also at the same time, probably like every other chip I try to attempt, I end up trying to like pull my shoulder too early, or I lead with my hands too much. I end up blading it or something and it just skies over the greens. But when I make good contact with it, like my sand wedge, I'm pretty accurate within 30 yards of my sand wedge right now, and I'm pretty stoked about that. Like as long as I don't blade it, it's gonna hit green and land soft. I've been practicing those flop shots, and they're difficult to sweep the ball like that.
And how the greens been in the California courses that you played so far? Have they been faster, slower? I'm gonna grab another brewski, so you keep talking.
Okay. The greens here in California, I've only been playing the 2 courses near me, and it's Wood Creek Oaks and Diamond Oaks Golf Course. Wood Creek Oaks is a little nicer than Diamond Oaks. But Diamond Oaks plays a little easier. The greens are pretty slow, which is good for me because I can't read a green to save my life. And they're fairly flat depending on where the hole placement's at. The last 2 times I played it, the hole placement was pretty easy. I made one. I made one pretty decent. It was a 22 footer right to left in the rain, and I hit it just perfect. And it was raining cats and dogs, so I just had to try and I just went up there and smacked it and walked it in because I was gonna pick it up anyways. Ended up going in for par. But yeah, the greens have been pretty slow. Fairly straight for the most part. Depending on the hole placement. So yeah, how's it out there in Jackson?
So I hit south of Jackson today, Lakeland Golf Course. The guy's put a lot of money into it. He's extended the range of the course with new tee boxes, which I like. When I play my Faja, he plays the white tees, which are the standard, and I play the black tees, which are longer. So I hit from further out to give him the same competitive advantage. The man's 59, but it's his.
So it's like he's playing from the senior tees.
No, he probably won't play from the senior tees until he's at least 80. He'll probably keep playing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because we had a neighbor who was 72, 73 golf with us, and he'd be driving on par 3s, but he wouldn't be hitting the senior tees. It'd be hilarious. But anywho, so his iron game is better than mine, but I started out with a par. And he was having a tough time chipping, but I pulled out a pitching wedge, had a good shot, 2 putted, parred. I overdrove the green. Like, I hit the green, rolled off the backside. I was like, damn, dude, that was such a good drive. Again, my drives, not one drive today hooked to my natural slice. So the way that I'm striking the ball, it's going so straight that I don't fucking know what to do about it. I'm just like, I overcompensated for my pull because I was going to try to fuck it up, and it didn't break at all day.
You just hit it straight to the wrong side.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons on the par 5. But the second on the second hole when I chipped it on the green with my sand wedge, I set my camera up, which that's going to be the little JT Show intro. That's the putt I sent you in Pepper, where I putted, and I was like, yeah, birdie, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And what's also funny, too, is my dad, I beat my dad by 4 strokes today. First time going out of the year. I love beating my dad because it makes him sulk. He's a sore loser. It's funny.
I bet.
But he finished with a par birdie par. We both parred the last.
So he made a little run at the end, huh?
Yeah. So I struggled on. We both struggled on the par 5. I'm the only one that struggled on the par 3. On the second par 3, I got a bogey. I got a 4. But he. I have another video. I chipped from so far away. I was like, if I hit this is a par for save. And then I got it like 4 feet from the hole. And I was like, oh, that was so close. But when I was recording that shot, he hits from the left side, and his ball goes right in the hole for a birdie. And I was like, son of a bitch, and
dang, just chipping one in. I was a long putter. You chipped
long putt. So that hole, if you're hitting from the tee box, this is hole number 6. Oh no, so excuse me, 7. It's a par 3, and the green is set up like a rectangle form that you face.
Okay.
And the pin selection was middle of the green, but there's a slight, from north to south, there's a slight down the uphill slope. And one of my putts downhill today, the greens are so fast there, and they're not even the fastest greens I've played. Ella Sharp, which we're gonna golf at least twice.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to play that little 9-hole course. I have to play better than I did the last time. I think last time I hit like a 135 when I was not even 135 because it was only a 9, right? So it was probably around a 60.
So cut comes in 2 weeks. We got tons of stuff planned, right? We've got we're doing a campaign for Star Wars. We're gonna put that on my Twitch, not Twitch, Mixer.
That's gonna be a fun one.
We're gonna golf a bunch. We're gonna do at least 2 podcasts. One of them is going to be our top 5 players for like quarterbacks, NFL players, position players, NBA. So we've been kind of making our top 5 list. We're going to do our fantasy football lottery selection on the podcast. So what we're going to do is he's going to go Facebook Live. I'm going to record it on my podcast for later. And that's how we're going to select the lottery system for our Keepers League for fantasy football this year. We're going to golf, of course, play some pool, hang out, cook some food, and just, have a good time, good old boys time,
Oh, yeah, hang out. I'm gonna down this. I just want to say shout out to Jack Daniels for their Sinatra Select whiskey. This is the smoothest whiskey I've ever tasted in my life. Not a sponsor, but I would love to be sponsored.
Yeah, this is an unsponsored show. If you did want to sponsor the JT Show, you could say the JT Show was brought to you by... And there's your product right there in that dead space. Could have been Sinatra whiskey. How much does that smooth whiskey run you?
Well, it retails for $150 a bottle, but I got it at Evmo for $100, so still pretty fucking expensive, but it's not bad. It's the smoothest whiskey I've ever tasted. It tastes like Gentleman Jack with 0 bite.
Ooh. I mean,
0 bite.
When you
pay, you just sip it.
I've learned with Gentleman's Jack, and I've learned with the more you pay for whiskey, the smoother it is. Almost 100%.
Yes, definitely.
Almost 100%.
Yeah. I've never tasted an expensive whiskey that made me want to puke.
So, some other activities we got planned. We got euchre.
Little hockey sauce action.
Hockey sauce. Cornhole.
Cornhole.
I'm almost
all games that I'm going to beat Taylor at.
So, the next podcast, I'll show you my boards. I'll bring them out, but they're not done yet. I have to wait till something comes in the mail for my boards to be finished. He's going to destroy me in pool. Earl's coming down for a day, so he's coming down on the 19th. And then, so we might do a podcast with the three of us, but for sure.
Is that the Friday that I'll be out there?
Yeah, so what I was thinking for that is if I get Joe to come out, we could do like a euchre podcast.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Like a live stream fucking podcast tournament.
I think you can mix
or maybe not a live stream, but we could do like a live euchre tournament. That'd be fun.
We could record it and then play with the four of us for euchre and then put it on the podcast.
Cut together the highlights of it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and I mean, we could do that. We got some euchre planned. We got some other stuff planned. Saucy dogs, because Governor Whitmer,
Saucy dogs.
big Gretch as we call her out here. She just opened up the state essentially today.
Oh, nice. So it didn't get extended. That's dope.
I'm pretty sure because my dad told me that. He showed me the clip. And businesses still have the right to deny you if you don't wear a face mask because they're going off of whatever they deem as safe, I guess.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I think I'm gonna bring a face mask with me through the airport. I'm not gonna wear it until I have to, but I'm gonna bring it with me.
And I'll send you home with some disposable ones too.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not. Yeah, I just got some. Just don't worry about it. I just got some, you know.
Oh, dude. So I got a fun golf question for you. So I'm stealing this one from Barstool's golf podcast.
We're Barstool fans. El Presidente,
Huge
call her
Barstool
daddy.
Presidente, we trust.
Dave Portnoy.
So the question is, it's one of their from the galleries. It's, would you rather shoot 35 over par on 18 with Tiger Woods, just you and him, or shoot 5 under par with any other pro golfer?
I would. Oh man, I'd probably go under.
Yeah, same.
And the reasoning why is I'm picking Phil Mickelson, and I'm saying I shot the best round of golf I ever have with Phil Mickelson. Because one, I've never shot an 18 under par ever.
No, yeah, neither. I've never shot a 9 under par.
And don't get me wrong, I love Tiger Woods. He's the GOAT. I think he's the best golfer ever. He's got a couple more majors to win them of all time. But as cool as it would be to fucking golf with him, period, if I'm hitting 5 under and playing with another pro, at least I know I went 5 under with another pro.
I think, so you said you'd go with Phil Mickelson. I think I have the same exact thought process as you. I would want to be able to put that under my belt that I shot 5 under at whatever course we played at.
You could have him sign your card.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going with John Daly.
John Daly.
Me and him are just going to get trashed on the course, and I'm going to shoot a 5 under par with John Daly getting drunk. That's legendary.
And John Daly.
That's crazy.
Like, when I was little, I didn't know who John Daly was. I didn't know who John Daly was until I was like a teenager. And he was just this really good golfer with a mullet. And all of a sudden, when I was in college, I believe, he was putting one hand out of Hooters.
Oh, yeah.
Sunk in.
He's the man, dude. He's wearing his big old American flag pants. He's got a big old cigar in his mouth. And he's got the biggest backswing in the game.
I'm pretty sure he's sober now. Is he sober? I think he's sober, but he still sells a brand of alcohol. It might be Arnold Palmer's, but it.
Oh no! Yeah, it is. It's Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah.
Twist. It's hard Arnold Palmer's pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just John Daly.
They had
the same thing, just with like vodka.
Yeah, they had the. So you had the Arnold Palmer's from Arizona iced tea. So they kind of took the same label and they put it in a little brown jug, and they had hard Arnold Palmer iced teas.
Yeah.
And that was before John Daly just called them hard Arnold Palmers. So he had.
Yeah, John Daly's the man. That would be my pick for it.
I like
5 under with John Daly.
I mean, like favorite golfers I like watching. I like Bubba. I like his big ass pink driver.
One of the biggest sticks in the game.
I like Phil for his calves.
Phil's the man, dude. He hits bombs.
He talks shit. I love it. Tiger, of course. He's the greatest. Tiger's got so many red shirt fist pumping moments that I'm just like, I still can't believe he's human. When it comes to golf, if you've never golfed, by the way, is so fucking hard. I've been playing for 14 years, and I still never hit under par on 18.
Do you think Tiger's kid, when he gets into golf, do you think he'll wear the red polo on Sundays?
Only if he's a champion.
Only if he's a champion?
Yeah, and the thing is, I think you were telling me John Daly's kid is killing it.
He is. He was. Oh, I don't remember what tournament it was, but shout out John Daly Jr. John Daly 2. He was
2.0
at this junior tournament, and his dad put it out on his Instagram, and it was really cool to see. He's got the same exact swing as John does.
Does he have the same exact mullet or no?
All the way around, and
Does he have the same exact mullet?
He's got long hair. It's all the way around long though. He doesn't have the shaved sides. He's got like the teenage I hate my parents cut.
He's gonna have to step up his game and start shaving the sides.
And I think he has to. There's a bunch of pictures of him and his dad standing next to each other, and they both got the American flag shorts on. So he's definitely on the right path.
I'm definitely a Ricky Fowler fan.
I like Ricky. I think he plays to his strengths. I think he brands to his strengths.
And
he's got the bright colored T-shirts and pants and shorts and hats.
I call this Ricky logic, right? Ricky Fowler, if you didn't know, he's a professional golfer, wears bright Puma gear. He actually used to be a dirt bike rider as well. So he used to race dirt bikes, and then he used to do both. And then he said, why put myself in danger when I can just play golf and make way more money? So I call that basically a Ricky idea or a Ricky thought or thinking like Ricky. Because
Rickyism.
A Rickyism, but not the Trailer Park Boys Rickyism. But Ricky Fowler just said, why do something dangerous that can essentially paralyze me? What's the payout? What's the pros and cons compared to golf? Oh, I have an off day and I still make $32,000. Oh, what a terrible tournament! Makes a regular person.
Ricky's the man. Jordan Spieth.
Who's the guy who put Chaw in? Who's the guy who put Chaw in after he won the British Open? Or no?
Oh.
Was that the British?
No, that wasn't the British.
It was the Masters. It was the Masters. And he put a Chaw in, he put the green jacket on, and then he drove his big ass coach truck. That Reed? Jordan? Is it? No, it's not Reed. Who is it?
Oh man, I would have to look up who the past winners are.
Here, let me Google it. Let's see if he can
While he's looking that up, my other favorite golfers, I got to give a shout out Brooks Koepka. That guy's the man, and Kevin Kisner. Those guys, just good old country boys, just slanging that club. They're both amazing golfers. It's a really funny video with the Barstool guys and Kevin Kisner. There's 4 not even amateur golfers, just 4 anybody golfers playing against Kevin Kisner at Pinehurst number 2. I won't spoil the ending, but it's a great video to go check out. Foreplay on YouTube.
We're talking about golf in next year in 2021. What are the 3 spots we're looking to golf in next year?
Okay, yeah. So we're planning a boys trip. As of right now, there's 3 of us. We have 1 open slot.
Patrick Reed.
Haven't shot the Patrick Reed.
I was right.
Reed. Haven't given out the invite to a 4th just yet, but it's gonna happen. We're looking at about a year from now, maybe a little longer. We're gonna go to the Bay Area coastline, and we're gonna go stay near Pebble Beach, probably like 30 minutes out in an Airbnb, and we're going to get a reservation to play early in the morning at Spyglass Hill. It's going to cost us each about $350.
Yep.
Without a cart, with a cart, probably about $390.
We going caddy?
And we're going to. I don't think we caddy if we get carts. It's either walking with a caddy or a cart. It depends, because we have so many options with this. We could go late night and do like the twilight, which starts I think at like 5 p.m. So we could do like a 5:30, 6 o'clock tee time.
Maybe 9 holes with a caddy.
We could do 9 with it. We gotta play the fillet tee. We can't just do 9.
Yeah, but maybe we play 9 minutes with a caddy on the back, and then the next morning we play with carts, and you get your notes from your caddy for the back 9.
So see, that's another thing I was going to talk to you guys about, because maybe we could do 2 different golf events. Like we could do the same, like we could stay an extra night, so it'd add like an extra $50 a person.
I'm down to hang out.
Yeah, time to hang out, and then we could play Spyglass Hill the first day, and then the next day we could play Spanish Bay, which is right next to it. And they're both coastal on the either side of Pebble Beach. And what we're going to do, for everyone listening, is we're going to call Pebble Beach the day before and the morning of our first day golfing and see if they have any openings for a 3 to play at Pebble Beach. And when you do that, this isn't very well advertised, but when you call them late for the last-minute reservations, it's about a $200 downcharge. You can't get a caddy for it. You can walk it, which I think if we play Pebble, we have to walk.
Yeah.
I don't think we play Pebble in a cart. I don't think that's a thing. But yeah, so we're just going to go out there. We're going to play Spyglass.
Do they allow
Spanish Bay,
shorts?
possibly, and we're gonna figure out if we can play Pebble while we're there for the same price as we would Spanish Bay or Spyglass.
Can I wear my nice golf shorts, or am I going to have to get golf pants?
I'm pretty sure they allow shorts in the course.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's just normal golf attire.
Polo shirt is usually. It's usually a collared shirt.
Tuck it in. I think just a collared shirt, nice golf shorts or pants. I don't think they make you tuck in with a belt though. That's something I would have to look into. But Pebble Beach is the #1 ranked public course on the planet, and that's why we're doing this trip. We want to go out there and try and play. And worst comes to worst, we play. I don't know. I'm sure Spyglass is ranked up there for public courses too, but it's literally right next door to Pebble.
Quick question: Tiger's got his Tiger Red shirt. Phil Mickelson's got his all black, not Team Ramen, but he's got his all black shirt. What's your, I'm not going to say outfit, but what's like a good luck, every golfer's got their good luck items. I've got a good luck golfing shirt. What's your good luck golfing attire? What's your Tiger Red?
My Tiger Red is probably something similar to this tank top color, maybe a little brighter. I'm maybe like a Ricky Fowler blue, like a neon blue. And then I know this is kind of like looked down upon in most of golf, but I love the way a black golf glove looks. So I have 2 black golf gloves, and I wear those, and I shoot way better when I'm wearing black on my hand than I do when I'm wearing white.
He's ice cold.
So Ricky Fowler blue and the black glove. That's what I'm going to be wearing at Pebble if we get the time. I'll probably accompany that with the Sacramento Kings hat. I got the Mighty Ducks hat on right now, but I'll probably rock the Kings hat if I'm out there.
Last name Taylor. I like using TaylorMade for the irony, and it's a good golf brand anyways. I'm using Jack Nicklaus irons. I have a TaylorMade driver and a putter. So I start and finish with TaylorMade, and everything in between is Jack Nicklaus. So, I mean, like, it's pretty good for a beginner set. But basically, when it comes to what I wear to be lucky, I bought, so this is in the wake of Tiger Woods coming back and winning the Masters. I bought a Tiger Woods golf hat. I bought a Tiger Woods polo. So now wearing that black polo, which is like the no collared shirt, so it still counts, with that Tiger Woods hat, it makes me feel like I'm about to win the fucking Masters.
So you put it on and you feel more powerful.
I'm wearing, like if I'm wearing my Tiger Woods hat and having a shitty day, I'm like, I don't deserve to wear this fucking hat.
Man, that's impressive. I might have to check that out. Maybe I'll see if they got a Ricky Fowler blue Tiger polo.
Yeah, and basically they had the option to buy the polos when I bought this polo online. They had an option to buy the red one. And I said, I'm not good enough to wear a fucking Tiger Woods Tiger Red. I'm wearing a black one. That's like Tiger's Friday or Thursday golf. I'm not wearing Tiger's Red until I can hit a par on an 18-hole golf course.
I'll tell you what, though. If I do get the chance to play with John Daly and I know I'm about to hit that -5, I'm wearing Tiger Red. There's no other T-shirt you can tell me to wear. I'm wearing that Tiger Red.
See, my golf polo is black, which is great because Phil's going to be wearing his Sunday black, and so we'll just be back in black.
He's gonna notice. He's gonna notice that it's Tiger's brand, and that might throw him off a little bit.
I tried to hit him up on.
I might give you a 1-up.
I tried to hit him up on Twitter because I don't think I'm going to switch my drivers anymore, but I was looking at different drivers, and I tweeted him. I said I want to pay for one of your drivers. I want to hit big bombs, Phil with the calves. I want to hit some big bombs, man. So sell me one of your drivers.
Who wants to hit big bombs?
Come on,
I
man.
would ask for a driver, but I'm right-handed.
Yeah, but Phil, I'm a lefty. You're a lefty. You're the master. I suck. But just let me buy an old. I know how many clubs you got, Phil. How many clubs do you think a professional golfer has at his house?
Have you seen the video of Tiger's studio that he's got with his little indoor range?
No.
Dude, it's a crazy video. So you look at one wall, it's like a garage, and on one side of it, he's got like this little golf simulator thing that he hits into, and on one of the walls, he's got a line of clubs, and there's like these little holes about that big, like kind of how it is at Topgolf.
Yeah.
But one of them says like 5 iron, and he's got just like 10 5-irons in the one hole, and then it just goes all the way down. So he's got just like a whole wall of just dope clubs that I would love to swing. I probably wouldn't be accurate with any of them because I guarantee they're all blades. But I would just love to swing that. And that's another thing I want to try too. I want to try my hand at a set of blades. I don't think it would lower my number, but I'm just curious how I would shoot.
Like how much of it? I don't have blades yet. I've been looking to go to blades, but man, that jump is just too scary.
You have to be so dialed in because it's made because the sweet spot on those blades is like the size of a nickel, and so if you hit anywhere on the toe or on the heel of those, it's gonna draw or fade one of the ways, and that's what they're made to do. They're made to maximize your distance and maximize your control. That's the whole point of them.
Yeah.
So if you need to bend it around a tree, you can just hit it on the heel. But the real question is, can you accurately hit the heel?
How's your iron?
Will you hit that sweet spot, and will you just fucking drain it into the trees?
I'm going tree side.
I probably am too. I'll be right behind you. I might be on the opposite side though, since you're a lefty.
But the courses here, I forget the course's name. It's a 36-hole golf course. It's got like, you can hit basically. There's so many options that they usually have 3 courses open and 1 closed for probably a group or a league that they have. So they have enough holes to close one down for a little bit, then you can play the other 3, and then when they start playing the back 9, it's just 2. But if you play it outright, you're hardly ever waiting. We could hit Ella Sharp. That's a little bit of a tighter course. It's very fast greens. We'll definitely hit Lake Leanne. And then
we have to hit Lake Leanne. I have a bone to pick with Lake Leanne.
And then if we wanted to like make a day, there's a course in Mount Pleasant, which is a 2-hour drive, but it's the course I played in college, and it's nice, it's wide open, and it's a lot of fun.
Huh.
But the ones on the highway,
I'm down to Lake Leanne's number 1 on my list. We definitely have to play that, and I'm super down to play that with Brad.
But we'll probably hit the one on the highway on 127. It's on.
My whole goal of this entire golf excursion with you is to beat your dad.
I mean, as long as his irons.
Could you imagine your dad's face after we both hit like 3 under what his score is?
He would probably be pretty upset.
You think so?
I mean, he likes to win.
I'd offer to buy him a beer, but he's not about that life.
Right. It's right. The Grand is another golf course in Jackson. It's pretty nice. It's a little bit more expensive though. So when you hit it, you're kind of like, oof. I'm looking up on the. It's called Whiffletree Hill Golf Course. That's the 36-hole golf course.
Whiffletree Hill.
Whiffletree Hill for
like
sure.
The name.
Yeah. So if we hit that, I'll probably wear my Tiger Woods out there, and then if we hit with my dad, we should definitely wear Elizabeth's Faja's golf course polos.
Oh, 100%. I have mine's not hanging up. Mine's in the wash right now.
I wore mine today.
Last time I played. I wore mine last time I played.
Yeah.
It's Ricky Fowler blue. That baby blue color.
I got a gray one, and I wore my Tiger Woods hat today. I almost wore the TaylorMade, but haircuts haven't been open, and I got a mop top.
Oh, jeez, you don't even want to see this guy. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Break it out for the crew. There it is. Oh, gross. Look at that. It's all flat, too. Just the hat.
It was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
I should have tossed it around. I'll wait till the next podcast.
I know one
Wait till
divorcee.
I'm in Michigan for it.
I know one divorcee who just saw that, and she said, "I love it."
Oh, what is this? What did I just find? Not a sponsor.
So, yeah, Coors, Labatt Blue Light. I've actually hit them up. I said I'd love to be a sponsor, and they retweeted it. Labatt Blue Light. I'm going to clip this. It's delicious. Make this into a
I'm a
commercial.
fan. I'm holding a Coors Light, but Labatt Blue Light is pretty great.
Labatt Blue Light, make this
You
a
can cut out the Coors portion of it.
What I'm going to do is I do clips sometimes, so I'll make this a clip for season 2. So it'll be like,
Do a clip.
so like, if I did a clip, it'd be like, let's clip this podcast. Labatt Blue, oh, hold on, that was terrible. Labatt Blue Light. Drink it. It's delicious.
There it is, dude. You have to use the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can't cut it.
Yeah.
You use the whole thing, even the bug up.
Yeah, sometimes I fucking slur my words, okay?
Dude. That
Drink
makes it
responsibly. Labatt Blue Light. It's the Canadian Bud Light, but it's way fucking better. And please advertise my television show on YouTube called The JT Show. But it's actually a podcast. I'm going to clip
I
it.
love it. It's perfect.
It's perfect. Who's hitting me up?
There
Dumb
it is.
work. Anyways, so you've golfed in Michigan before. You've golfed in New Mexico. Did you ever golf in Texas?
I did golf in Texas. It's whatever the course nearest to Lackland is. I went out with a group of buddies and we played out there.
Yeah.
And it was in San Antonio.
I played on base in San Antonio,
Oh, I never played at the one on base. We played off base.
and then I never,
Mainly because I was underage and I wanted to drink on the course.
and then I never hit anything. The Texas Tech course you might be able to play, but I never hit anything in Lubbock. But I hit New Mexico all the time.
Never did anything in Lubbock.
I hit a super
I
nice
hit the one-
course.
I hit the one on base a couple times. I hit the par 3 course with you and Garv that one day. I did one out with Lloyd at Angel Fire, like out there in that area of New Mexico.
Yeah.
Um,
The base
I did one up in
course.
Denver one time. My favorite golf in the entire country, and I know it's going to sound super biased right now, but California is the best golf in the world.
Yeah.
Best golf in the world.
I've hit Irvine
It's
courses.
unbeatable.
I hit a 75.
Yeah, Irvine's down there. That's one of the better courses to play too. Like there are better cities to play in. I don't know the course specifically, but
I can't remember the course offhand, but I drove out to go to school and I had time to kill. They let us out of class at 4 p.m. and from 4 to 10 I got. What am I gonna do with that time? Because I would have been at 10. So, schoolwork? No, man. I went and saw the city. I went and saw Irvine, the culture, but I went and hit one of their golf courses, and I was like, damn, dude, California golf courses are Gucci, dude.
they're amazing. Every single one of them is too. I can take you out here to the one that's closer to me, and you'll be like, wow, this is crazy. Like the one that, like the Muni that's close to me is way better than the Lake Leanne course. And I like the Lake Leanne course.
It's not bad.
There's a couple holes that you have to hit up into, which is pretty like crazy. There is one course here in California that I really want to play with you, and we'll have to go out there. Next time you're here, we'll have to go out there with my grandpa. Shout out to Grandpa Bill and Grandma Jan.
Grandpa
who live out
Bill.
in San Jose. They'll never hear this podcast because they don't understand the internet. But they will take us to the Gilroy Golf Course. It's in Gilroy, California. It's probably like a 2.5-hour drive, maybe 3 hours from where I'm at now. There's one hole, and it's the 8th hole on the front 9. And you hit off of a 220-foot cliff onto a green on a par 3. And this is the only time that you will ever drive the ball 300 yards. Because the pin normally sits at about 315. And when I was 16, you just take a driver off the close, it's going to land on the green. 300-yard drive makes you feel like a god.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Gilroy Golf Course.
I mean, the Lake Leanne Golf Course, it's a beginner, but they've actually... somehow the irrigation got lost. I don't understand how that happens, but they had an underground watering system, and then the old guy just either didn't maintain it or just forgot about it. I don't know, but the guy who owned it before, who had the course record, okay, which was ridiculous. So the owner had the course record, who was this old man who was a piece of shit, forgot that he had an irrigation system in the golf course. So then when this other guy came and he paid some dude to like find these markers so they can mark out distances, and they found all these spigots, and they just figured out how to, they just found the hoses, so now it's all watered, irrigated like it was supposed to, because they used to have big ass hoses watering it. So he's put a lot of
on properly now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because it's been so much warmer. A couple of the holes that were marshy are now drier, which is cool. There's a 180 yard par 3 that's hard to hit, because if you're hitting black tees like I did, because I hit the back tees with my dad, I hit across the street and he hits in front of the street. Which, by the way, hole number 3, you hit across the street and uphill, and I drove the fuck out of the ball. And my dad didn't have a bad drive, but
what are you striping the ball at right now? What's your distance off the tee?
I'm saying
like a decent shot, not like your best.
250 all day. Like 100%.
250.
100%.
I'll have to see where I'm at, because on the driving range I was carrying 210.
Yeah.
But I striped one of them, so one of the holes it opens up like this, and there's tree lines on either side. And the guy I was golfing with the last day I was there, his last name was Woods, which was funny because I made fun of him because he was hitting a hybrid.
Right.
And I was like, Tiger doesn't carry a hybrid. And he was like, oh, shit, I didn't even know that. And he just, threw his hybrid into the trees. But I striped one. Probably the best contact I made the entire day. And as soon as I hit it, he goes, holy shit. And just, looks up, and I was looking at it. And I reached down and grabbed my tee before the ball hit the ground, just like all the professionals do. And I was like, hey, man, where'd that land? Because I have no idea. I looked down.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, dude, you're way up there. And he went up at, about 180 where he landed and was like, dude, you're at least 50 yards in front of me. And I was like, no way. And I drove up, and I was looking, and I was like, man, did I hit a TaylorMade? I'm pretty sure I hit my cut ball, but I'm not sure because I had 2 balls in my pocket when I drove, and then I threw the other one in my bag after I drove. And I was like, man, this is TaylorMade, so I'm just going to hit it. So I hit it, and then I drove my cart up another 20 feet or 20 yards. And my cut ball was sitting right there on the other side of a tree. And that one probably landed 230. And I don't know what it rolled to, because I didn't look back. But it probably landed about 230. So I'm going to say 230 was my long drive. I
had a great first drive. I can't remember the yardage for the first hole. If I still have the picture saved, which actually I do. So the first hole is 330, but the second hole is 250. And like I said, he's put some distance into this course, so he's made the course longer. And so it was 250 at black tees. And when I drove it, I landed on the green, and it rolled to the back of the green. Off the green, though.
Ooh.
So I drove a drive at least 250 today. Hole number 3, I hit uphill. I monstered it.
That's a par 4, yeah?
Yeah. And then there's 4 par.
Green and 1. That's impressive in itself.
That's my birdie hole.
Oh, okay.
And
Makes
then hole number 3, I got a 5. Hole number 4, which is a par 4 at 325, I got another par. So I shot a par, birdie, bogey, birdie. Par, birdie, bogey, par. So I'm even after 4. Then I shoot a 6 on a par 3, an 8 on a par 5.
Yikes.
But then we get to the 8
on the par 5 is a killer too, just because it's a par 5 and you're
super killer.
Hit par.
Yeah.
That sucks going over on a par 5. I hate that.
The second par 3 though is 155. chip I had wasn't terrible, but the sand wedge, which I shout out to Elizabeth's parents for giving me some golf clubs, but I got a sand wedge finally, so I popped.
Shout out to what's their golf course? What is that? It starts with an H.
I-
Hagen Oaks.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hagen Oaks golf course.
Yeah, in Michigan. Go shoot it. It's fantastic.
Amazing. In Montague, Michigan.
Montague, Michigan. Flip it.
Amazing course.
So then I shot a 4 on that, which wasn't bad, and then I ended with a bogey par. And the last one that I shot, my dad got a hold of. And I was like, oh, you're on the top of this hill. And he goes, where's your ball? And I said, oh, I said it when I sent it to you guys. I said, damn ball, that ball nearly rolled up on the green. It was 15 yards away from the green, from the drive, and that's a 280-yard hole. So I'm just saying.
At least 250.
Because my base is wider now on my drives, and I'm just that's what I love. I love hitting. Phil Mickelson said, "Hit fucking."
We're gonna make a golf video. We're gonna
Definitely
put out a whole fucking video. It's probably gonna be about 30 minutes long of me and Taylor golfing together at one of these courses we play at. Maybe all of them. Maybe we'll do 3 different videos or 2 different videos.
Probably
But
2.
I'm 100%
If we
down
golf
to
3
do
times,
a-
one will be with my dad, and he'll just be like, "I don't get it. I don't understand."
Yeah, no, we don't have to do it with your dad.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the warm up one. Maybe that'll be the first one we do.
Yeah.
But we're definitely gonna do at least one video of us golfing together, and you guys will get the backswing contact shots, the fly shots. We're not gonna show any practice swings. There'll be a little bit of interviews in between shots and before shots, just to see what we're trying to do and see how fucked up it ends up, and see if we hit it how we're trying to hit it. You'll get the fucking putting shots that are right on the other side of the hole.
I got a tripod.
We're
It'll be great.
gonna try and make some decent little golf videos. Hashtag foreplay, because that's
Inspiration.
Those guys are the G's at it.
We don't deny
Those guys are the inspiration.
Yeah. We're gonna have
Foreplay golf. If you're into golf and you're listening to the podcast, look up Foreplay Golf. It's the Barstool affiliate. They're amazing at golf content.
Yeah, and
Nothing else I could say about them.
hopefully tomorrow I get my travel case because I'm playing in Alaska in August, which will, again, I like golfing in different states. Still haven't golfed in Ohio. I've golfed in Indiana. I've golfed in Wisconsin. And
Never golfed in Wisconsin.
so I like adding to my
Your resume.
I was going to call it repertoire. But basically, I'm just adding it to like places that I've done cool shit in, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to play guitar, but yeah, go out and play when it's 120 degrees. Fuck that.
Dude, golf is the most ridiculous sport to me ever, just because of how insane it is. Because you could have a dude like my little brother go out there and just stripe a fucking driver.
Right.
But then you find out where the real golfers are once you get in close to like within 80 yards, within 60 yards. Like the dudes that can land a short iron in onto the green, those are the real golfers.
Yeah.
Because anyone can hit a fucking driver. I mean, you see Mike Trout
Behemoths.
over the fucking backboard of the golfing complex.
Yeah.
There's no way he's hitting an amazing 9-iron from 120. There's no way.
It's crazy.
There's no way.
It's crazy.
He's either going to overshoot it or he's going to fucking go wild with it.
Yeah.
Go one or the other way.
He's going to go maximum power again and then just slice it.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. He's a candidate for the long drive. If he just focused on that for one off season, especially right now since the coronavirus is going on, if he just focused on the long drive, Mike Trout might be the greatest long driver of all time. He might have that. And I think Patrick Mahomes has a shot at that too. That fool stripes the ball as well.
I just saw him actually play.
Phenomenal athletes are going to perform in every sport.
I just saw him playing high school basketball, and he was dope.
Great video. It's crazy to watch him. He's stroking from 3.
So
he's got that little flick, and it's deep too. He looks like Steph Curry.
We saw the Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning with that golf was the highest. I know it's coronavirus and nothing else is on to watch because live sports are canceled, but it was the highest rated golf.
Match 2.
Match 2. Steph Curry says he's interested in match 3. Who would you want to watch on TV play with Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson during the match 3? Who are 2 celebrities / sports people who you would want to see for that?
So oh man, see, so I don't know how good he is at golf, but I would love to see Steph Curry involved in it, just because
Steph Curry said he
involved
wants
in the
in.
golf world. Yeah, no. So Steph Curry, I mean, I've seen Steph golf. He's already a phenomenal golfer.
Right.
I would love to see Steph Curry
For the boys.
team up. Oh,
For the
yes.
for the boys.
For the boys. I would love to see Steph Curry team up with Tiger Woods and watch Phil Mickelson team up with Tony Romo
Oof.
and see who wins that.
Be cool.
Because Tony Romo's nothing to laugh at. Like, he's a decent golfer.
Right. He's
Makes
trying to
the
make the
dope
pro
shots in the
circuit all
pro.
the time.
Yeah. I think Tony Romo is a better golfer than Steph Curry. But I also think Tiger is a better golfer than Phil. But I think the distances between them is less. So I think the distance between Phil and Tiger is less of a distance between Tony and Steph. So I think it would even out. And I think it'd be great. I think you do that at Pebble. I don't think there's any other course to do that at.
So
I think you have to do it at Pebble.
I think if you did Steph Curry, you stick with the California theme and you go with Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron, he loves playing golf.
Who do you match up Aaron with Tiger or Aaron with Phil?
It would have to be Aaron with Phil and Steph with Tiger.
Okay, because I think Aaron is a lesser golfer than Steph.
Mm-mm. He plays celebrity AMs all the time.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is unbiased to his quarterback skills, but I'll still be realistic. But Aaron Rodgers golfs. He fucking golfs, dude.
Steph golfs, bro.
Yeah.
Steph golfs.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
He's good at
it. Yeah. So
I think it'd be great. Either way, no matter how they team up, as long as it's not Aaron and Steph, I think it's going to be a great game.
My other 2, I think, would be hilarious if you got Adam Sandler to match up with Phil Mickelson, and you got Shooter McGavin. I can't remember the actor's name.
Oh, the guy. Yeah, no, I don't remember his name.
It's Mick.
I like that matchup.
It's Mick something.
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
But basically, you have Shooter McGavin versus Happy Gilmore, and I think that would be hilarious for charity.
That'd be good TV. One thing I did see about the same topic, it was on Colin Cowherd's show or whatever. He said that he would love to see Phil Mickelson and Tiger, and then however way they match up, Zion Williamson and Shaquille O'Neal. Right? You're already giggling. Like that'd be such good television.
Each team
like,
gets
Zion is already like a superstar, and Shaq is just this big behemoth of a man.
Each team gets one celebrity shot.
You could probably videotape Shaq alone golfing by himself and just like mic'd up a little bit. You can even throw Charles Barkley in there just for like.
He's the celebrity. He's the celebrity one shot because he's awful.
Oh, Charles! They each get one shot from Charles.
Yes.
Like an extra shot. Like they shoot one and it's terrible. Be like, all right, Charles, you come in and try.
The opponent can say, you know what? I want Charles Barkley to take this shot.
Oh, you give it to the opponent. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. So they're like 150 out. And then Zion's about to hit it, and then Shaq goes, Charles. And then Charles goes, damn. And then he does this stupid little...
Dude, that...
Oh, man. Charles Barkley. I love him as a basketball player. As a golfer, I try to be the exact opposite of his motion.
Yep.
He would probably, to be completely fucking honest, he would probably beat me at a round of 18. He would probably beat me.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You don't think he'd beat you?
No.
Oh, dude, I think if you guys were to play against each other, even if you had home court advantage, I think I'd put my money on Charles.
If I'm shooting 9 at Lake Leanne and he's never played the course, I'm fucking murdering him on that course.
What if he gets a caddy that's very familiar with both of their abilities, like Leanne and Charles? Like it's his caddy. His caddy goes out there a week before, plays 6 times.
If I 2-putt, if I 2-putt, I win. If I 3-putt, I lose.
Oh, my money's on Charles.
I think I could beat him.
My money's on Charles Barkley.
I've seen his golf swing. It's gross.
I've seen his swing too, but I've also seen him win some tournaments. Like
Barf.
Yeah, dude, barf. But I think he's gonna beat you.
Alrighty.
Maybe we set that up. Let's set up a little GoFundMe, little COVID relief thing.
Yeah, Charles Barkley.
Get Charles out to Lake Leanne.
Let's be talking shit.
Nah, he hates Michigan. He's not coming out there.
Yeah, fuck that.
He's an Auburn boy.
Anywho, we've gone an hour. We want to play some games tonight. What are we going to start with? We can start with some little COD, little Apex. What are we starting with?
Depends on who's on. If we got some boys on, we might play a little COD. Just you and me, play a little duos on Apex. Who knows? Maybe with all this golf talk, you play a little golf club with the 19.
And maybe we'll do a little streaming. But this is going to come out. This is going to come out on the 3rd. There's a huge silence in the media today for Black Lives Matter, and I don't want to.
No posting today.
No posting today. So, but we're going to record it today because we have the extra time. Miracle Mate ended. Super happy me and Cut did it. We made it. Now it's incorporating fun into our lifestyles. In 2 weeks, June 15th, 14th.
The night of the 15th is when I leave. I'll be there 6 a.m. on the 16th.
Or so the night of the 14th, and then you'll be here the 15th.
I think the night of the 15th is when my plane leaves. I am.
June 15th is Monday. Cut arrives at 6 a.m.
On the 15th?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the 14th then.
Yeah, so it says, which is also Flag Day.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll bring the California flag. We can christen it.
But yeah, we're going to be doing some
California for all our events.
Top 5 podcasts. We're going to draft 15 players total. We're going to play Blacktop on the same console streaming, okay? And we're going to do a live draft during our sports talk day, and we're going to draft 15 players apiece, and then we're going to basically not tell each other who's going to play. And basically, when round 1 starts, you have round 1 players written down. When round 2 starts, you have round 2 players written down. You pre-write down which players play in which round, and it's best 2 out of 3. So we're going to be doing that, playing Star Wars, golfing, lots of content coming up in June. This is Cut. We'll have the T-shirts coming out after that. But thanks for coming on, Cut. I appreciate the friendship and all that other jazz. So
I appreciate the invite. I love being on the show.
Thank you.
JT Show.
JT Show.
Fun time being here.
Signing out.
It's always a good time.
Captain's Log. William Shatner.